I didn't know about it. I didn't know that painting would save my life, because you might laugh about it, but waking up every night being like, fuck, something's... I think all my nightmares were about the idea of like having so much inside you that you have to express.
So like the little monsters are almost like you.
Exactly, man. I am Gus Gus. Gus Gus is me. I'm Gus Gus.
Okay, so episode 9, we have Lucas Beaufort. I know I sound really American when I say Beaufort, but it's whatever. I've been following Lucas kind of since I first got Instagram, whenever the hell that was. I was always psyched on Lucas's work because he painted little monsters on skate photos. That was so sick to me, and so I was super excited when his name was getting tossed around because I could finally talk to a guy that I've been following since I was like 12 or whatever. We started out by going to his house in France, where he kind of has a museum of skateboarding and art. I mean, he's got like 600 skate decks. It's really incredible.
You might say, are you crazy? I think I am.
After going to Lucas's house, we then ran over and met him in Berlin and joined him for a night during his art tour, where he's been having these art shows where he's promoting and showcasing other artists that are affiliated with the skate shop. So for Berlin, for example, 12 other artists that are affiliated with Civilist Skate Shop were able to showcase a bunch of their art, whether it's painting, photography, whatever it is. Lucas is using his name to promote other local artists, which is pretty fucking cool. Episode 9 of Pack Heavy Chase Light with Lucas Beaufort.
Hi, my name is Lucas Beaufort. I'm a French artist, painter, entertainer, traveler. What I do is enjoy life. I'm from the French Riviera, grew up there in the 80s, lived there for 35 years, and decided to move in 2018 in the beautiful Normandy. Right now, you can see, it's just fields, cows sometimes, and that's the best. I would say that my life right now is back to normal, which is traveling. I used to say that painting is an excuse to have this life of like Japan, US, Europe, Africa, whatever, meeting people. All I want to do is this, and traveling for living an experience, tasting some food, see some like crazy lights, you know. I don't want to just paint. Now it's hard for me to kind of like introduce myself as an artist, not as a painter, because I do way more. So Saturday is my day, you know. I go to Bernay and I enjoy picking the right vegetables, fruit, and of course cheese. Every Saturday is the day I got to meet the farmers, meet the real people, the people that care about food, care about, you know, giving some love. And all we need is this: eat good, live good. So I started to paint very late. I was 27. This need to create something. So I just took a piece of paper and created something, and it was for Christmas. And I gave it to my brother, and all my family were like, oh, you draw, you paint? And I know it was just a way for me to give something that I create with my hand instead of buying another shitty t-shirt. And from this, it was kind of like a snowball. Everything started from this, you know, from just a small drawing with no goal to now traveling around the world and having the life I want to live. Cat King, you know. This jacket, see? May 2016, May 2018, and I still wear it because in 2018 I was like, okay, every 2 years, I'm gonna switch with another one. And actually I kept it because this is my favorite. See? You shouldn't film this because this is the ugly part of my studio where I throw things. It's funny when I go back to the very beginning. I never been to art school, so I had no clue about rules, about techniques, whatever. But I thought that making a lot of details, painting a lot of details would be nice. The more I paint, the more simple become my art. I am going to something more simple, and that's okay, you know. Yeah, traveling is a good way for me to learn about others and myself. You know, when you spend like 18 hours in a plane, you gotta be passionate. And I'm 42 now, and I feel like you get better over the years. But yeah, traveling taught me this, you know, to be more wise, a wise man. I was a motherfucker before, you know, like a bad guy, always like, yeah, bad. But I was 18, so you can forgive me. 14-year-old bastard. I am covering my face because of the rain, so my canvas is my umbrella. Look at this dripping. I didn't expect this. It's because of the rain, you know. It's like an accident. Accident is cool, you know, but you need to go outside sometimes to experience this, you know. It's like now I feel like I'm using watercolor kind of. Look, it's so fucking cool. I grew up having crazy nightmares since my young age. Like waking up in the middle of the night and screaming, oh, Mom, something's trying to eat me. No, it's okay, you're fine. And it happened for the whole time until the day I made my first drawing at the age of 27. And it was actually Gus inside me that tried to push me hard to express something and to express this character. I think all my nightmares were about the idea of like having so much inside you that you have to express, but I didn't know about it. And then once I started, all my nightmares were gone. I didn't know about it. I didn't know that painting would save my life, because you might laugh about it, but waking up every night being like, fuck, something's going on, you know. And my wife, she was always like, you fine, you okay? Because I jumped out of the bed and I'm like, where I am. And so nobody knew what's going on. It was just like things that I have inside my head. And I was like, wow, this is what I was looking for for 10 years. And it looks simple, but this is Gus, you know. And the cool thing is, like, as you can see, this is the beak. There is no eye. Like, I could add some eyes like this, but the idea is like no eyes. Why? Because as soon as you can see, you judge people. And so I decided to avoid the eyes, so you don't judge, you feel. So flower is very important, but I also have this philosophy of, it's not just I love flowers, I love where we live, you know. So everything started from my passion for skateboard magazines. I grew up in the 90s, and I started to skate in 93, 94. And I was like buying every skateboard magazines that I could find, you know, in the US, in Europe. So randomly I painted on a cover of Vice magazine. I sent them the cover by email, like a random email, and they replied, they said, fuck yes, Lucas, we love it, can we share it? And can we give you a subscription? I was like, fuck, I think I have an idea. And I did the same with all the skateboard publications, you know. And 3 months later, I was receiving 20 to 25 skateboard magazines every month on my mailbox. And I was so happy because I could like document it. I could be aware of what was going on. And at the same time, I could like keep painting on covers. I think I did like 1,000 of covers or something. The idea of painting on a photo is just like, I would have loved to be there. I wanted to be there at that moment in this place.
So like the little monsters are almost like you.
Exactly, man. I am Gus Gus. Gus Gus is me. I'm Gus Gus, you know. So I took the whole time during COVID to create it. Took me like a year. Yeah, it cost a lot of money, right? To print 5,000 copies like this big. I started to reach out all the skate brands and be like, this is a project that you can decline, because if you decline it, it's like spitting over the shops you work with for 30 years. And it was like, Lucas, you got me, let's go. And it's a thing to make a book about them, but you have to visit them. You have to be there, enter the door, smell, you know, feel the vibe. It was not only a book about skate shops, but it was a book about skateboarding, because I mentioned about the local skaters, the photographers, and the brands that are involved with this. I was like, what should I do for skate shops that were like living a bad moment? And I got a list of like insane list of 100 of skate shops from 20 or 30 different countries.
That's like a lot of people's first introduction to skateboarding is the skate shop that's in their local towns. With that alone, it's super important. That's all you have to say. That's like the introduction.
And then he came with the art book, which I didn't know, and about a year ago we met at a skate event in Frankfurt, and he presented the book, and I looked at it and was like, this is amazing, you know. I mean, obviously this is great, because especially in COVID times, those guys need a little bit of, hey, we're not just selling points, we're just also culture catalysts, and he did that.
Everything comes from going to a skate shop. It reminds me when I was 13 and sitting on the couch and watching skate videos. Like, there's no other place like a skate shop. So art is really about us. So yeah, we are in Berlin right now. This is the chapter 4 of the art tour. We've been traveling across Europe since like 2-3 weeks, and yeah, it was London first, then Madrid, Bruges, now Berlin, and the last stop is Paris, our country. It's gonna be rad.
The events are they're art shows essentially, like with me and him at each stop, and then it's showcasing like each artist that's part of like the community of the shop.
Yeah, the hot tour. So, you know, again, one of the many facets of Lucas was his interest in using him, and his sort of, it's not a yes, it's become some sort of notoriety, but his knowledge about media to represent skateboard culture. And you know,
so the idea behind Art Tour is literally celebrating shops through their community. So here in Berlin, we are like 12 artists from mainly from the shop, like their friends, they're photographers, painters, filmers, people involved in the skate industry, and I really wanted to bring them together and say, this is us, this is the group of people that made what Civet is today.
So it's basically bringing whoever's like in proximity of the shop, like, and people that they've worked with, like, it's bringing the community. So it's kind of like a community thing, and also the trip, I would say, is to like meet people and like talk, opposed to like sell paintings and things like that, you know?
It's a little bit of like the reverse process. Usually, you know, you go somewhere, you go to the shop, you discover it, and that's the gateway to the culture. He went and kind of brought this culture back into the stores.
And now he's attacking, like, he did Japan, now he's doing Europe, and then next he's gonna do America. So it's like super ambitious trip.
At the end of the day, it's a great get-together. It's super dynamic. A lot of old heads, new heads. It's a good mix. Always, you know, skateboard represented as not just a sports, but also as like a culture. I love it.
I was like, I don't want to do this trip by myself. I want to be with the homie, but the right guy, the guy that is just the best to travel with. And this is Bibi Bastidas. And so far, very crazy trip. Thanks to this guy. Bojana, this is for you. This is a little gift. Guys, this is a little gift. Yes, boys, what's up, my man? Dude, I like it. I like it like this. Yes, I know this guy. Well, guys, this is a little gift. This is a little gift. Yeah, guys, thank you for coming. This is a little gift. Thank you for coming. This is a little gift for my G. You're good. Who want to win one? Yeah, let's play. Let's play. You want to play? Hey, you know what? Who cares? It's yours, brother, for sure. For sure. Risk is all about trying things. It's like I have dreams every day and I just want to catch them no matter what. So risk is living the life as much as you can, and I pretty much think that I'm living the life right now more than ever.
We were pretty tired of the mediascape and the type of stories and content that we were being fed by traditional publications. You know, every 15 seconds there'd be something new. So we wanted to create things that would last. That was about 2 years ago now. And ever since then, I've just been taking photos and telling stories.
And that's not to blow our own trumpets, because I'm a firm believer in that when you put as much time and energy and effort and care and love into something the same way that we do, you can't make something as bad, because it's made from love, it's made from care, it's made from research and interest and knowledge and expertise.